At the bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Swords. So there's a lose-lose situation around here on some level. Why? What's going on? Why is there this battle? Why are there people walking away? Why is it emotional? Why does one person win but still lose? What's going on here, Aquarius? And we see this theme throughout. At the bottom of the deck, not at the bottom of the deck, at the recent past, major transformation. It's the card of Scorpio. You, along with everyone else, was vastly impacted by this Lionsgate and these eclipses that happened last month. And we're going to see the effects of that as we move through the rest of the year. And in September, Mercury went retrograde. We had Pisces full moon. Okay, Regulus is at 0 degrees Virgo. Like, this is huge. That's a planet of royalty. That's the star of royalty. It's the biggest fixed star in the universe. Royalty, power, ego, energy, action. It's impacting everybody. So based on where that is in your chart, that house is going to be impacted. Okay, let's go. Major transformation. What is at the bottom of the primary position this month? And this is good. 10 of Wands reverse. You're shedding off all of the stress, anxiety. You're not going to allow yourself to feel overburdened any longer, possibly because of love. Maybe you're just done with this fight. Maybe you want to take things slower. Are you sick of trying to make things work and they're just not? You want something that is stable. Slow progression, slow communication. Whatever this was, lose-lose situation all the way around. Nobody's happy. The good thing with this card, and I hate to say it, but the good thing with this card is that when nobody's happy, it's actually a good sign because it means that everybody cared. Right? When you're in a big fight with a partner and it's a crappy, low grade, like not good fight, and there's words, real words that hurt and cut, you have to look at it. Yeah, they say things that hurt. So do you. But you have to look at it as they care. There's this much emotion broiling up in them because they care so much. I offended them so much because they care. They hurt me so much. They're throwing so much X, Y, and Z, whatever it is. It's because there's emotion there, and there's lots of emotion. It's because they care. So you're kind of shedding all of that this month. Challenge and benefit. Challenge, obviously, 10 of Swords. It's the end of a phase of something. We see this here with the 5 of Swords, too. The bottom of the deck, though, we have the 8 of Swords. So you're not going to allow this to affect you so much. In fact, you're actually just going to turn right around and start opening up. Are you opening up to other people? Or are you just deciding to open up? Be available. Maybe you're moving on to one person from another person. Because here we see 3 of Pentacles reversed. This is talking about not leveling up with one person in one scenario. Maybe this was like an official ending and you're done and there's transformation and you're ready to move forward with something completely new. Or at least a new energy and a new dynamic in the relationship, because this isn't good for anybody. You're not letting it paralyze you. You are being open. How you view the situation or your partner. This is very interesting because look how they're viewing you. Lack of passion. No new beginnings. Is there potential? They're not initiating anything. My Aquarius isn't initiating anything. I don't know what to do. I'm not talking about sex. I'm talking about initiating from a passionate standpoint. It can be sex, but it doesn't have to be. So your partner is feeling hurt because there's no movement forward. There's no initiation. Maybe because you're just done. How you feel, 5 of Pentacles reversed. So you don't feel left out in the cold. You're not letting it get to you. You already did that. Okay? You already did that. You've already begun moving forward to a much better place. You're not messing around with this. Hopes and fears, Queen of Cups, reversed. You're fearing greatly that somebody will be an absolute pill of a drama queen. You don't want to deal with it. Again, you're wanting something a lot more stable. You're wanting stable communication, not this. You want a stable relationship, not this. You want a change. You want love. Doesn't have to be a traditional relationship, but you want things to feel like they're working out. Whew. Every time I go that deep in the bottom of the deck, I say, I normally don't go that deep in the bottom of the deck, but then I do. You can't help it. So what's the outcome, Aquarius? Four of Swords. So it's time to you're stepping away, you've stepped away. It's time to just take a breather before you really start moving on. Because I think this month you're really getting clear in your mind about what you want or how you want your partner to act or how you want to feel or interact with a relationship, within a relationship. And I think that there's this analysis of going on here. You're ready to open up. You're letting go of the past. Breathe it out. You definitely don't want this type of drama. And who needs this type of drama? There's bigger problems in the world than this type of drama. So you're just not even dealing with it. You're really ready. You're setting yourself up for something more stable. And if you're in a long-term bond, Aquarius, if your partner's acting like a fool, you're not putting up with it. And that's actually a good catalyst for change, because when you're not entertaining that behavior, when you're not putting up with it, okay, they're probably strictly just trying to do it to get a reaction out of you, because they may genuinely from their heart want to have some sort of signal or sign that you actually care. And to them, they feel that if they just respond to my antics, then that shows me that they care. Well, that's a very immature approach. That's a very immature approach. And you don't want to play into that game, because if you set that precedent, guess who gets to react to the drama queen for the rest of your life? Yeah, no thanks. You're like a highly keen on where the maturity lines lie and what you want. And you're not going to put up with anything other than, stability. So when someone's throwing low grade, antics, it's like, who has time for this? Like, states are flooding. People are getting hurt. People are losing their entire lifelong accumulation of belongings and memories. Gone. Ruined. Moldy. Floating away. And you're ticked off because I didn't text you enough? Get out of here. Okay? We're facing war. We're facing nuclear proliferation. I mean, it's a traumatic world out there. And again, we don't have to focus on the negative. But there are way bigger problems, honey, than if I didn't text you enough. I care. I'm telling you, I care. I'm available. I'm here. We spend time together. And you're going to get all worked up because of, I don't communicate with you enough. You're just like, get out of here with that. Can we please do something and build something together that's meaningful together, instead of just back and forth about crap? Okay? Higher level thinking, that's you. You don't want to deal with that type of stuff. You don't have time. There's too many people that need help. There's too many things that need to get done to worry about that. You just need somebody that's on board already. We're vibing. We're in the same space. I get it. Let's go. What do you want to do? What do you want to talk about? What do you want to build? What do you want to create? Okay, you need somebody that's in that space. At the bottom, here we go. At the bottom of this deck, we have the Fool card. All right, new beginnings. Again, you're just not, you don't want to deal with that stuff. So you're moving on to new beginnings. At the center of this deck, we have the Seven of Swords. So there is mistrust, or you're feeling like somebody's misguiding you in some sort of way, maybe with their antics. So this energy is touching all of these. Get out of here. So you want to change that dynamic of what's the central space for the energy to emit from. So we have Justice, 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands. We also had 10 of Swords in the last spread. So 10s all around. Okay, your major transformation, which we already saw because of Scorpio, the Death card. Okay, you want to add more to your plate. You want to build more stability. You want fairness in love. And you're not going to settle for anybody that won't be at this level with you. You want major change. You want somebody that wants to majorly change with you or has already done it. That's where the Justice comes in. You want fairness. You want equality. You want something that is very promising, something that illuminates expansion, possibility, growth, dimensions, depth. Okay? You don't want to sit here in this space of like interpersonal dynamics and he said, she said, and you did this and you don't love me. And if you did, then that, whine, 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 whine. Get out of here. Higher level thinking. Okay, you have a choice to make. You're making it. We saw it in the last spread. Wheel of Fortune. And we saw that in the last spread at the bottom of the deck. In that those 5 million cards I pulled from the bottom of the deck. All right? You want something that just seems to work effortlessly. She's blindfolded. She's moving in the right direction. She has faith and trust in that it's going the right way, the way it should. We do have new love here coming in. Be careful though, Aquarius, because we have the 5 of Cups here. This is Chiron, the wounded healer. That's what this is, this animal. This unicorn, horse, man, horse. It's Chiron. And he is actually he's actually thrown himself over this fountain that is just losing water as fast as it's coming in. So he says, no, we have to retain this emotion. We have to retain it. How can I save this? So he's going to stop his life and sit on this fountain so that it can hold water and stop having the water rush out. So be careful how much giving you do in a relationship and how much self-sacrificial activity you do for love. There has to be balance. There has to be fairness. That's not what this is. Be careful that you don't try to save this connection because you end up having regret and being self-sacrificing. And there's other stuff for you to do. There's bigger things that you can work on. There's more people to help than just this one scenario. So just be a little cautious of this. Just be a little cautious. And, you can't be the only one that saves somebody. They have to want it. They have to work towards it too. And if they're displaying this type of activity, do they want to? Do they want to work this out? Do they want to show you that they're honest and trustworthy? I don't know. Okay? Such beautiful cards, and then we have it centered with this. Okay? Be a little cautious. But there is a new beginning. Here's the Page of Discs again. Okay? Grounded, whole, real, honest, slow communication. This is communication that a new beginning can be built on. Ace of Wands, new beginning, passion. Ace of Pentacles, new beginning and stability. The Magician. I don't even need to say more. Okay? There are endings and there are very promising new beginnings. Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. Love, passion, emotion, stability. Get rid of this. All right? Concoct something that is worthy to you, worthy for the other person, worthy of the other person, worthy for humanity, like higher level thinking this month, Aquarius. Not many people can go here, and you can, so do it. Don't get bogged down with antics, childish antics.